So, even though you're from the same company, how much interaction did you actually all have together before this collaboration?
I think definitely as a junior team, policemen will often come to our music shows and come to support us, and they would come to our showcases as well and give us lots of feedback and saying, "Oh, this was great. I think you should do this a little more." And I think it's really nice having a senior like that. Like that always cares for us, and they buy us some snacks sometimes. And back then it was more of a very like junior senior kind of relationship, but then through this WOW promotion, we definitely got a lot closer, and then we joke around. So yeah, I think we interact a lot more now.
For the ARC members, when you were training, did you ever perform to Billie songs? I know we talked about a cover earlier, but were there any other times that you had to do that?
Actually, before I became a trainee at Music Story, for my audition for Music Story, actually, during the audition process, they asked me if they can send another dance video, but I didn't have anything prepared. So I'm just like, why not just do a song by Billie? So then I did their debut song, Ring by Ring. And then with that, I got into Music Story, so that's a little TMI, but yeah.
MOON SUA and SIYOON, when your company was in the process of bringing ARC together, do you have any memorable stories by any of the members that you remember that kind of stand out?
뭔가 멤버들이 다 눈에 띄기는 했는데 뭔가 저희랑 되게 비슷한 부분도 많다 그래가지고 막 중간중간 힐끗힐끗 이렇게 연습하는 것도 보기도 하면서 막 특별하게 튄다고 얘기하는 것보다 그냥 멤버들 자체가 빛이 났습니다.
Is there like a MOON SUA or SIYOON ARC member equivalent based on personality or working style?
I want to talk about Moon Sua 선배님 because she has such an amazing leadership, and she also has the charisma on stage and her pride as a rapper and an artist. I'm really learning a lot from her, and yeah, I think she is like one of the best artists I know.
Thank you. 또 시윤이랑 비슷하다고 생각하는 멤버 있을까요?
I think when we covered Ring My Bell, actually for each part, I think the company really thought about what member is kind of equivalent to each other. And for Ring My Bell, actually Jibin did Shion Vinny's part, so I think that's pretty similar in the way they rap and personalities. So yeah, for me, I think Jibin's the equivalent.
Good match.
Yeah.
Yes.
When you first came together in the room for the first time, for this collaboration, was there any awkwardness as the juniors and seniors getting together for something that doesn't happen a lot between company groups?
사실 어색한 순간들보다는 약간 좀 잘하고 싶은 마음에 제가 좀 잘하고 있나 이런 생각이 들어서 약간 제가 좀 낯설게 느껴졌던 순간이 있었는데 이제 저희 자랑스러운 빌리 선배님께 저희도 자랑스러운 후배라고 약간 보여드리고 싶은 마음이 있어서 더 잘하고 싶은 마음에 약간 제가 좀 낯설게 느껴질 때가 있었던 것 같습니다.
Obviously, Control Alt Skid is like Control Alt Delete. So, if you could Control Alt Skid any moment in your career, whether it be like an embarrassing moment on stage, something, behind the scenes, or just something you want to redo, what would that be?
저는 처음에 데뷔 쇼케이스를 저희가 이제 했을 때 한 무대 하는 도중에 바지가 찢어져서 이제 되게 처음 서보는 무대인데 이제 좀 약간 당황스럽기도 하고 그래서 그 무대를 좀 지우고 싶습니다.
I heard Baji and I knew exactly where that was going. But I mean, hopefully that doesn't happen in the future. But like, do any of you kind of plan for something that could happen on stage? Like if you're going up there, you only have maybe one take. Do you kind of think of like, oh, this is what I'm going to do if something happens?
우선 그런 데뷔책을 생각을 하게 되면은 일단 무대 위에서 잡생각이 너무 많아져서 제가 준비했던 것도 못 보여드리는 경우가 많아서 그런 부분에 대해서는 크게 생각을 안 하는 편이고요. 만약에 그런 일이 일어났을 때 이제 빠르게 이제 머리를 굴려서 이제 그 일을 좀 해결을 하는 것 같습니다.
Fans always like getting kind of like a word of encouragement from idols. So to relate it to your song, Wow, what's your real life like way of winning? when you're having a rough day, whether it be like a certain food, a song, something you like to do to kind of like unwind?
저는 보통 산책하는 거를 좋아해서 보통 뭐 시간 날 때 밖에서 산책을 하거나 약간 뭐 강 같은 곳 가서 멍을 때리고 합니다.
네, 저는 스트레스 받았을 때 보통 다른 멤버랑 많이 얘기하거나 보통 많이 장난쳐야 그때 기분 많이 좋아질 수 있으니까 저는 그래서 이제 평소에 많이 장난칩니다.
If Mystic Story had a company-wide talent show, are there any members who have any special talents that you think would, get that top prize? And it can be other members that aren't here or other groups as well.
저희는 이제 빌리의 수연 씨가 그 성대모사를 굉장히 잘하는데
오.
그 성대모사 대회가 있다면은 1위로 휩쓸지 않을까 생각을 합니다.
If you could describe each other's groups in 3 words, what would those words be?
I want to describe our senior Billie as energetic and creative and honesty.
저 빌리가 본 뭔가 아크 친구들은 약간 자유로움이랑 창의적이고 또 연결되어 있는 그런 모습이 제일 기억에 많이 남는 것 같습니다.
If somehow someone watching this hasn't checked out either group, what is a song from the other group that you would recommend them to start with outside of WOW?
Well, I'd like to recommend to people who doesn't know Billie yet. I want to recommend a song, "Flipping a Coin," because it really describes their personality, like single personalities. And as a group, it shows their like wonderful performances and this unique sound. And I also want to recommend their like most recent song. Remembers Candy. It's one of my favorite Billie songs because the lyrics is like so wonderful and it's charming, and those like fantasy style lyrics I think is really catchy.
저 같은 경우에는 이번 스키드 노래가 굉장히 잘 어울린다 생각하고 노래 자체도 너무 좋아서 이거 들으면 아크의 색깔을 확실히 보여줄 수 있겠다라고도 생각을 했는데 그 바이타민 I를 제가 무대를 처음 봤을 때 너무 잘해가지고 깜짝 놀랐던 기억이 있어서 아직 아크를 모르시는 분들이 있다면 바이타민 I 무대를 보는 것도 추천드립니다.
And then lastly, what messages do you have for your fans?
일단은 앞으로도 뭔가 저희 아크랑 빌리 선배님들은 앞으로도 더 좋은 모습 많이 보여드릴 예정이고요. 뭔가 약간 당연히 힘든 일이 있으니까 뭔가 넘어질 수도 있잖아요. 그럼 저희 스키드 노래 들으시면서 다시 이렇게 일어날 수 있는 좋은 음악이 됐으면 좋겠고요. 그리고 저희 와우인 Way of Winning도 잘 들어주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
일단 올해도 다 갔는데 올해도 많은 사랑을 아크와 빌리에게 주셔서 너무너무 감사드리고요. 저희 팀도 그렇고 아크 팀도 정말 음악을 사랑하고 무대를 정말 열심히 즐기는 그룹이다 보니까 여러분들이 더욱더 많이 사랑해 주시면 앞으로도 좋은 모습 많이 보여줄 수 있을 것 같습니다. 여러분 많이 응원해 주시고 사랑해 주세요.